Alright, so I've started on my Gothic Arch project. I'm going to try to build a storage shed. Anyway, so the first thing was to build the sawhorses. And then the next thing was to build the table. And I used OSB on the table. And that's about it. I've made it as level as I can using a carpenter's level, and you know, so stacking stuff up on one side to make it level. So we'll see how it goes here. I don't know much about carpentry, but it seems like level is good. All right, so that was step one, and I'll explain the rest of it later once I get to actually building the arch. All right, so this is day one of putting together the Gothic Arch storage shed. So I've got the flexible strip made in between. This is basically like the jig to measure it, to, you know, get the arch and have something to go by every time so that each arch is the same size. That makes sense. Drawn on there is the guide, and this thing here is the flexible strip that I use to create the curve, to figure out what the curve is going to be, so that every single one of them I'm going to follow the same curve, so they all curve the same way, hopefully. We'll see. Alright, I'm getting ready to glue and nail and screw down and bend the OSB around into the arc shape onto the 2x4s, the blocks that are raised up by another 1.5 inch board, and then the 2x4s are sitting on those 1.5 inch thick blocks, and that should center the permanent blocks, the blocks that will be part of the arch, center those inside the OSB strips that are 4.5 inches thick. So now I'm just gonna screw them in and bend them around, and hopefully they form an arc. Alright, so I got the first layer of OSB on, attached to the 2x4 blocks, and so far it's holding. And it started raining just as I was putting it together. Figures. I didn't get the arc built soon enough. The rain has started. It stopped for the moment, but anyway, I probably will stop now and see if this holds, and then I'll put the second and then the third layer on, and then I'll put the layers on the inside. A whole lot of OSB strips to be cut. And see, my shelter's already serving a purpose, even before it's built. It's a great place to store wood to keep it dry when it rains. And a lot of other stuff too. Those are the windows that are going to go into the ark as soon as I get it built. Haha. Sure. We'll see about that. Installing windows into the ark, I don't know. That might be way beyond me. Even building the ark, even building the table, even building the sawhorses that the table sits on is a challenge. Okay, wish me luck.